up in Ohio with the sunrise in my eyes. Crossed into Indiana under endless open skies. Cornfields stretch forever like a golden ocean wave. Radio's crackling static, but I'm still wide awake. Miles and miles and miles, 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 miles and miles and miles. They never seem to end. Blacktop humming underneath around the next big bend. From the Great Lakes down to the prairie wind that blows, I'm chasing that horizon on these endless Midwest roads. Rolled through Illinois, Chicago in the rearview mirror. Hit the flatlands of Iowa, feels like the edge of the world out here. Nebraska stretching out, not a mountain to be seen, just the sky so big it makes a man feel small and free. Miles and miles and miles, 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 miles and miles and miles. They never seem to end. Grain elevators rising like cathedrals round the bend. Missouri to Minnesota, South Dakota's calling my name. Lord, this open country's gonna drive me half insane. Wheat fields in Kansas waving like a sea of gold. North Dakota badlands turning copper in the cold. Wisconsin dairy farms and Michigan shoreline glow. I've seen 100 sunsets paint the heartland as I go. No ocean, no skyline, just the rhythm of the tires. Ghost of old Route 66 still burning in the fires of every small town water tower with a name I'll never know, but somehow they all feel like home on these lonesome roads.